The new Fortnite Season 4 Chapter 5 update is one of the best updates in Fortnite history with all the new mythics they added, and I'll show you guys how to get every single one, and not even to mention the new awesome skins that are going to be coming out soon that I'm going to be gifting to 5 different subscribers every single day who drop a like, turn on all notifications, and leave a comment with their epic ID. Massive thank you to the loyals who comment right away, and a special thank you to everyone taking 2 seconds to type Doom in the Fortnite item shop when they log on today. It means the world to me. So the mythic that obviously all you guys want to know about is the brand new Dr. Doom mythic that literally is just like the Thanos mode or the Thanos mythic way back in chapter 1. So you guys will see here, I was able to get this in like a private server, so I'll be able to showcase it to you guys right now. But a little fun fact is in public matches, it will only spawn 5% of the time. So that means 1 in 20 matches are only going to be able to use this awesome mythic. And hopefully before I post this video, I'll be able to get into an actual match with it to show you guys. So basically when the 3rd storm closes or the 4th storm opens, which you can check on your mini map, that is when the loot island usually spawns in. And well, so now 5% of the time it'll actually be Doom's loot island that spawns in, and you'll get a special pop-up and everything. As you guys see here, it says the Isle of Doom is rifting in, embrace the power it holds. And you'll see it gets marked on your HUD right away, and you can see it's different, it's glowing green and everything. And well, once you make your way up to it, you'll see that even the environment is completely different and everything. It's a whole different island. However, it works the same way as the normal loot island. You have to go to the center, and this time instead of like capturing a flag, you're capturing the cauldron of doom. So from what I can tell, it doesn't take any longer to capture anything, and you can actually see the progress on the floor as it's being captured, which is kind of cool. And then once it's captured, you can see his head pops up and it says embrace my power and ascend to ultimate greatness. So once that pops up, you can embrace the power of doom. And I don't know if you're getting damage while doing this, by the way, but then you get this awesome cinematic and you actually turn into Dr. Doom. So you can see your HUD completely changes. You have 500 shield, 500 health, and you have 4 different abilities. So when you bring up your inventory, you can see you now have the armor of doom, which is just like his mask. And it says don the armor of doom, unleash a beam of pure energy from your palm, exert dominance over gravity with an otherworldly leap. So you lose all your loot after this, and now you have 500 shield, 500 health, and these 4 different powers. You can see you've got the beam that we saw in the trailer. You've got the arcane blast from his hands, which shoots in bursts of 3 now, which is kind of cool, and they each do 25 damage each. And then you have a special double jump ability, which launches you way higher in the air. And actually, while you're in the air, you can do that special ground smash ability with his feet, and you can send people flying way far away. And you saw it did 70 damage as well. And not only that, it breaks like all builds and everything that you land on, so it is super OP. And then another ability is the Dr. Doom's mystical bomb, which I'm not sure how much damage that does, but I think the normal mythic does like 90 to 180 depending how it hits people. So yeah, this thing is super cool. You can just jump so far away. It even has like an indicator on the ground of where you're gonna land, so that's good too. And when I go into replay mode, it shows that you're like twice the size of a normal player, but you can see from my gameplay perspective it looks normal, so I'm not sure how it looks to other people, but I thought that was kind of interesting. And you can see I see Doom's face above that like factory that where he's making his new armor, and I'm wondering if that shows up in every game or it only shows up in games where you'll be able to use this special ability, or if it only shows once someone actually activates it. So I might have to try to figure that out. And since this barely shows up in games, I know it's going to be really hard for you guys to be able to use it. So I'm assuming this is going to last until the end of the season, because I'm sure they want everyone to have a chance to be able to use it. So let me know in the comments if I should like host private lobbies for people that want to get the chance to use it for themselves, or if you think it's kind of pointless to be using it in an empty lobby. Because if there's a bunch of you guys that just want to try it out for yourself, then I'll be sure to host some private lobbies for you guys. The last cool thing about this power is that you actually get a custom victory screen if you win the game, so that is kind of cool too. Although I wish they would have given you the emote where you can sit down in Dr. Doom's chair. They should have done that as just the cherry on top. But anyways, moving on, let's talk about Gwenpool's newly released mythic dual SMGs. So believe it or not, you won't get them from her at the raft where she was trapped before. She's actually right across the river from Reckless Railways, which is pretty pretty much dead center of the map, and you'll be able to find her there as an NPC. And the only way to get her mythic dual SMGs is by paying her 600 gold to buy it from her. Not only that, but you'll need to get there quickly because she only sells one of them per game. So that means only one person in the whole lobby can use her mythics at one time, and that makes them pretty special actually. And so I did get to use these against real actual players a bit, and they definitely seem pretty good. They're not like super OP, I don't think, but they do shoot super fast, and I did notice that the reload felt a lot quicker, so that's always super helpful with these. But I'm not sure where you guys land, like if you guys like to get a specific medallion like Doombot's Siphon medallion or what, but I would definitely say that this weapon is good enough for you guys to at least try out once for yourselves and then see how you like it personally. It's funny because there's actually a little Easter egg with these too, because if you try to bring them to a mod bench, it'll say, why would it need to be moddable? It's already perfect. So I thought that was pretty funny and a cool little Easter egg too. But yeah, I'm glad it didn't take too long for her to escape and we're able to use her mythics now in this update. Now next up, let's talk about Shuri's Black Panther claws, which turns out aren't actually mythic weapons, which I was super surprised to see. Now there are a few different ways you can get her special weapon. The first one is just buying it straight from her NPC, which is located right outside the Nitrodrome now. Her Black Panther claws only cost 300 gold, so it's way cheaper than Gwen's mythic. And I went up to her NPC to see if she had a special dialogue with Jonesy, since if you guys didn't know, in the comics she actually is in a relationship with him. So I wanted to see if they added anything, but they didn't. But you guys don't even really need to go to her NPC to get her Black Panther claws, because they can also be found in any of the Avengers chests around the map. So I'll show you guys right now on screen a map of where all the chests are, and as you can see, there are a ton at like every POI. So you can pretty much land anywhere here, open up a few of these chests, and you're probably gonna find it. And well, once you do find it, you'll see that there are a few different options on the left. You've got the slash, which is obviously just the normal melee ability. You've got the pounce, which activates while you're in the air or you're sprinting. And then the special ability really is the supercharged claws, because basically whenever you use that pounce, it eats up a little bit of your stamina, so your stamina will kind of deplete pretty quickly. You do also run faster while you have these equipped, but it seems like the stamina goes so quickly that it's not necessarily worth it just to use for the mobility. However, when you do use the supercharged claws, you get unlimited stamina for a good amount of time, and I would say using that supercharged claws ability is the only really reason you should be using these, because otherwise they're not that great. I think it was only doing like 35 damage a melee. I'll try to show you guys some gameplay on screen here. There was one time where I used it and just straight up died right away, and I did get some easy eliminations on people I would have been able to eliminate anyway, so it was kind of hard for me to tell how good they really are. I mean, if you had like someone weak and then you equip these and use like the pounce or whatever, I could see it being pretty good because you can get to them pretty quickly. However, I just don't think I'm good enough or got enough time using it to know like how worth it they actually are for you guys to carry, since obviously most people are using the jetpack for mobility, and that thing is so OP even with all the recent nerfs. So I'm not really sure if I could recommend using like these instead of the jetpack, but obviously since they're easy to get, I'm sure you guys will come across them while you're playing just normally. So you guys should just try them out for yourselves since they're not that rare anyway, and see how you like them personally. So guys, moving on, the next boss we can expect to arrive is Iron Man. It's going to be a completely new version of Iron Man, and this time he has a blue unibeam instead of a red or orange one like we saw in chapter 2 season 4. And obviously his mythic weapon is going to be way cooler than any other mythic we've seen before, well except for the Doom one we just got in this update, I guess. But yeah guys, he will drop the mythic Iron Man boots as well as his medallion and a mythic Stark rifle. So all these weapons are already in the files ready to go, and they're already mentioned in the part 5 story quests that we also already see in the files. So I think it's most likely we're gonna see these release in 2 weeks with the next update, because we really didn't even get that big of a map change in this update. So I imagine with Stark Industries arriving, as well as Iron Man as a boss with all of his mythics, it makes more sense that they'll wait to bring all this together with one big update. And I know all you guys that missed out on his skin from chapter 2 season 4 are going to be hyped, because this new version will realistically probably look a lot better. And I seriously wonder if that Iron Man skin may be one of the most popular skins of all time. I don't know, you guys will have to let me know if you think he's like the most hyped Marvel character ever. But yeah, guys, after Iron Man releases, there is a chance we will not see another new mythic in season 4 chapter 5. There is a big Fortnitemares event that I think is starting on October 5th, and well, in some Fortnitemares they'll give us a new mythic weapon, so it is possible we could get one more actually, especially if it's like a big event with its own boss and everything, which apparently it's supposed to have some sort of collab as like the main theme. So yeah, hopefully that ends up being pretty cool. I do have some faith because it seems like they're really going all out this season. And actually I almost forgot that they're supposed to be giving us that Marvel Mythics mode that allows us to use all the mythics from chapter 2 season 4. So maybe that will actually come out with the Iron Man update too. So yeah, I guess there is still a decent amount to look forward to. And well, if you were wondering about the Meowtooth skin that we've been waiting on for a while since we saw him in the trailer, apparently that is releasing on September 6th at 8 p.m. So that's on Friday, depending on when you're seeing this video. And then there's also supposed to be a black cat skin coming out that I think will be decrypted soon. So you guys can be on the lookout for that. And then finally, one last little Easter egg I wanted to mention here is this building right by the beach with some like planes around it. I'm not sure if it's new or not, but they did just find something in the files about this laptop and that it's supposed to play a video at some point. So I don't know if that's gonna be a part of a quest or a secret quest or what, but yeah, I just randomly came across it in game, so I didn't know if this was like a new area or not, but that leak about the laptop playing a video is definitely new. So if you guys have any theories on that, let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.